What's up, guys? My name's Jimmy Hadamil. If you guys don't know, I do have an Instagram. It's Lefty Reelz. I was born and raised out here in San Pedro, California. As you can see, it's really hard to get away from how beautiful it is out here. I grew up fishing pretty much most of my life. My dad was a pinhead, worked down on the boats back in the day. So he was the one that had the fishing blood in him. I started off with using like conventional rods. My dad's like old custom conventional rods, catching mackerel. I thought it was pretty sick. So that's how I kind of got into it. And then I met people actually using plastics. I thought it was kind of crazy, to tell you the truth, using bait casters. And I kind of got into it. And after that, it was kind of like almost the start of it, the start of everything, to tell you the truth. It was where the dent in the pocket started. But with that being said, yeah, I've been fishing a lot lately. I kind of fell off when I was like in my early 20s and then got right back into it until like my mid 20s. Now I do more of like a shore pounding. I did recently get me a new kayak, a Hobie. So I've been on the kayak as well. Yeah, I kind of just started off doing that and then just progressing. I noticed the fishing industry is getting big, which is pretty actually cool about it because I mean it's gnarly to say, but you can literally fart and somebody on the other side will hear it, type shit, you know. So it's like that's how you know how close the community is to everybody. Grew up here with both my parents. They didn't split until like later on when I was about 20. I think I was 18 when my parents divorced. I got a 4-year-old daughter, beautiful, love of my life right there. And yeah, I just grind and I do construction. I'm a concrete carpenter for the union, local 562. So I'm out here as when I can, when I get a chance, and the days I'm not is usually with the family. Yeah, I went to Big Five one day and I grabbed myself a little like $50 setup spinner. Fucking rocked that thing for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. And then one of my buddies was like, hey bro, you need to get yourself a real man rod. And he was talking about a bait caster. I thought it was pretty funny, you know, because I was still slaying them with that little spinner, you know, pulling up big ass bass. And then fucking I went for it. And I noticed why I wanted to, why I started calling myself Lefty Reelz. And I think it was because when I was fishing for so long, I used spinners. And obviously when you buy your regular spinner off the back, they're usually on the left hand when you're reeling. Well, I went and got myself a bait caster and it was right hand reel. Still at my house, I don't even use it because I just don't fish right-handed. And I was casting it out and it was just completely awkward. I didn't like it or whatnot. And I went back to my spinner for like maybe 2 more years. And one day I was hanging out with my buddies and I had my spinner, and then one of my buddies, he's a lefty and one of my buddies a righty. And I casted out both of their rods, and fucking when I casted out the left one, I was like, oh, this is it. No, I know what I can do. So what I did is I went and bought myself a whole new setup, the left-handed reel, and after that it was on. I like basically fell in love right when I touched the left hand. Like I felt comfortable almost. All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap it up, get to fishing out here with my boy Ronnie behind the camera. Shout out him with Killas. We're gonna go and see what we can get. I'll see you guys soon. We'll come right back. Hopefully we get you guys something nice, and stay tuned, bud. It's mic'd up. Yeah, I was thinking about just getting like some, I don't know, like a little quick snack and maybe a drink before we hit the coast run. I am gonna get me a Tolly though. Have you tried these soles right here, the blue ones? Yeah, these are gas, dude. Especially for the morning. You want to share? Or you don't like Pacifico?
Yeah, I'll get. I'm gonna get some.
Oh, go big. Yeah. He's like, I get myself a real buzz.
I'll do it. Want
me to hold it? I got it. What's up, man? How's it going? And you know you got to get a beef stick, dog. You always got to get the essentials before you get down there, you know? It would be nice if they had like a little liquor store or like a little market down close by.
There's that 7-Eleven over by Hot Dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's all we got over there.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna throw these.
Yeah, yeah. Make it easier.
Then that costs me. So you're mainly using like condition.
Yeah, I'll even throw out jerk baits.
Oh, jerk baits, yeah.
Yeah. Rip them through the. Yeah. You rip them through the kelp, and those fools will fucking. It's insane. Yeah, that's why I like calicos. Calicos are actually my favorite fish. Not only because of their patterns. Their patterns are fucking absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
but
checkerboards.
Yeah.
Golden.
Yeah, super gold, and some it's cool because like you know obviously sand bass are always gonna have the same color, but they're just obviously the stripes are different.
Yeah, and I feel like you won't catch like the same exact like calico, like they all have different patterns.
Yeah, super bright orange, calm mellow yellow, like type shit like that. Yeah. You know, they're pretty dope, but they're such aggressive biters. Like when it comes down to like striking. Yeah. I think calicos are probably the sickest bass out there. Yeah. This shit's gonna fall in, and then one day they're not gonna have this road anymore. Yeah. This
stuff's gonna go under.
Yeah. Especially when you hit Portuguese Bends.
I remember when it was flat going through.
Yeah. And now it's like it's crazy. It's like a fucking roller coaster going through this thing. And watch, one day it's really gonna fucking fall in because all they've been doing is just repaving.
They're putting band-aids on a huge issue.
Yeah, exactly. Just to help keep everybody going because I'm pretty sure all these rich people, they probably want to pay for this street to keep on being open. Right. So they're doing all they can to put all these fucking patches like this. You know, watch, one day it's gonna fucking slam. See that flatbed rock?
Oh yeah.
That's why I like the coast. Like the coast is like open game, dude.
Yeah.
It's different from your little harbor fishing.
Right.
You know, harbor fishing, don't get me wrong, it's fucking badass. But when it comes down to open waters like this, like it's just all game. Like, you get out there, man. You make it, and if you don't take the risk of getting out there, who knows? You never know if you're gonna get that bite. Like fucking, the homie got his PB halibut out here, and that thing was 26 inches. Yeah, pulled him out the kelp, and then fucking the other homie got his first halibut over here too, and that one was 22 inches.
Yeah.
And then fucking, I got my white sea bass right here. Actually two of them, and they're both where my PBs, like obviously like down at the docks and stuff like that. I'm pulling in like fucking like 8-10 inches. Right. But over here, the fucking full was like 22, 24. You know, I was like, holy shit.
You never know what you're gonna get on the cliff.
No.
Like in the harbor too, but like you can kind of imagine.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It can really be like.
Yeah. It's like what's really gonna end up biting the line.
Stuff.
Yeah, exactly. One day I'm never gonna be able to fucking fish this place. Well, I mean, I'm not never, but won't be this easy to access it anymore. Yeah. That shit's insane, huh? But look at this fucking view, dude. Yeah. This view's insane.
That shit is about to go.
Yeah, I'm telling you, yeah. Yeah, one day it's not going to be this easy to access.
Fishing's changed over the years?
Oh, a lot. Yeah. I think what it is too is that with like don't get me wrong, like I like to see all these new people coming into the fishing game. Yeah. But I noticed like since it has been like this, it has been a lot rougher on the strikes and trying to get a bite.
Yeah, the fishery's a lot slower.
Yeah, type shit, because like you think you're being the first one to pull up to that spot. Well, little do you know, there was probably like 10 people there before you an hour ago, type shit. Yeah. And it gets really challenging, hard to bite. That's why I think a lot of people hop on kayaks now, is because they can hurry up and get themselves out there into a deeper waters that nobody can really short pound from. Yeah. So I think that when it comes down to that aspect, but I do like all these little groms getting out there and trying it out and seeing, like, you know, if they fuck with it versus, you know, going on the street, like fucking around in the streets. Right. But what we gotta make sure is that when they are out there, that we gotta like help them be like a better guidance towards like a security guards and stuff like that, because when they're lashing out on them, it makes it harder for us. Like, no offense, like I'm not old, but I'm like about to be 30, you know, and it's like I've been going to this spot for, you know, years, and we didn't really have too much, you know, like police traffic with it. But since kids are being rude, now they want to enforce it. Like Long Beach is really tough now. Like you can barely get down to Long Beach without getting like super pressed. Cops are already trying to citate you and shit like that, give you a ticket, and it's kind of bullshit, you know. But I think it has to do with a lot of, like, you know, the younger kids coming in and just like kind of just talking shit to a security guard or an officer that's just doing his job. You know, like, you're young, you ain't got nothing to worry about, but it's like fucking some other guys, you know, they're older, they can't afford getting a ticket, they can't afford, you know, getting into a whole hassle with an officer, you know, they got kids, family at home, bills, sometimes got to go to work next day. But I noticed it slowed down. That was like when down at Portugal, when Acapulco and all that shit used to be there. Yeah, Acapulco, yeah. Yeah, fucking, and they had the pylons right there, the docks. Those used to be flooded with bass. And ever since the construction that they did down there, pulling out all the pylons, you know, that's taking away fish's habitats and stuff like that. So that kind of pushed them off away too. You got it? Or you need help? The cove, huh? Yeah. No. I got waiters from that website Temu. They work. Yeah. But oh, that fool's fucking freaked the nah, me neither. Oh, there's another one. That fool was like, what the fuck? Fell off the rock and everything. It's like the stuff you want to see. Oh, you see that? Little boils out there. Bait fish. I wigged it. What are you using? Well, I was using JK last night for freshwater. Okay. That shit was putting in work. I got my PB last night. I need to get myself a scale so I can start scaling these motherfuckers. Yeah. But yeah, but I'm gonna go with probably a regular swim bait. I probably won't do a hard bait right now, or at least start off with a hard bait. I probably wouldn't start off with the one. Kelp doesn't look like it's gonna go flying nice. The starfish, huh? Yeah. There's a shitload and all right here. The water's not even that cold either. When it splashed me earlier, I was like, oh shit, for it being like wintertime and it's like still warm.
Yeah, it's been like 80 to 90 degrees.
Yeah. It's nuts, huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Somewhere to get a couple bites. Being stubborn over here.
They are. I don't know what it is either.
Wintertime, usually the bite slows down too, but
yeah, they usually go for like a smaller profile. Yeah.
The smaller stuff.
Yeah.
But with the water this warm, I feel like, you know.
Yeah, I would have felt like it was still gonna be active.
Still a little bit.
Yeah. That was actually pretty fucking sick. My phone, I want to record this.
Bro, they're right there.
Look at that.
That's
insane.
So
Shoot. The white smoke shit?
Smoke?
Yeah.
You never know what you're gonna see when you come
Oh,
out.
no.
Even if you're not catching fish.
Yeah.
What's going on.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. Fucking one day we were right here casting out, and like, I shit you not, it was like 10 kayakers came flying through. We're like, what the fuck? These fools came out of nowhere too. Yeah, because it was me and Slick, and we're like chilling right here. We're drinking a beer, like getting our shit all ready and stuff. And then we're like, oh shit, look, a kayaker. Then it was like another one, then another one. Then before you know it, was like 10 kayakers just like mobbing all the way up. We're like, we didn't know where the fuck they were coming from. Sticker slap. Lefty Reelz, baby. Lefty Reelz. All right, guys. Coastline was a bust. Unfortunately, it was actually really beautiful out there too, but it was a bust, so we came and hit a little harbor patrol. We're gonna see how this goes. Paired up with the LP and the Manifest, the OG Sprite, with the Stealth Stick and the Tatula 200. See how it goes, guys.
The sun is shining like perfectly.
It is, huh? Yeah, good shot. Nah, yeah, so Coastline was a bummer. It was a mission. It really actually humbles you when you get down there and come to find out it's real hard for a bite. Yeah, it really does humble you, and you know, it makes you appreciate what you have in your backyard, from getting one to not getting one. So we're gonna go and
smoking a long time ago, and I was still gassed.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I'm like, that fucking hill was insane. So we're gonna try out this harbor spot. Hopefully it's a little more better, produces more. I think it will. It looks pretty calm out there too as well. I see some kelp, some structure. So we'll give it a shot. See how it goes. That camera is fucking sick, dude.
Better be for how expensive it was.
Yeah, that's true, you know?
That was perfect right here. And I get to sit down?
Yeah, there you go. Huh. Fucking helps. I don't want to do no smoking in it. They're like, that guy's just a fucking smoker.
First cast, spotty.
First cast.
Legal halibut.
Imagine. That'd be fucking sick. Would be sick. It is a nice spot too right here.
How do you feel about all these new brands popping up and you know, kind of making money off of fishing, kind of changing the game a little bit, taking away from the tackle shops, you know, maybe working with the tackle shops? You know, what do you think about it? Like,
Yeah, what's my thought on?
Yeah, sure. Like the homies are making their money, you know,
Yeah.
like building their own things, like to each their own. But like I've seen a lot of change in the tackle shop, you know, portion of it as well.
Yeah.
Where do you stand on that?
See, where I stand on that is that I do appreciate people coming up. I mean, obviously, I have my guys, you know, that I rock with. Big shout out Salty Bastards, Night Owl, Bait Slinger, you know, Watermans, all of us guys, Loss Prevention, you know, the Killers, you know, I appreciate you guys, Slay Dirty, fucking Liquid Assassin and stuff like that. And I have noticed that with these upcoming brands that are popping up, it is giving a lot more like shout outs to like small businessmen that are just coming up out of nowhere versus like Abu Garcia, Daiwa, you know, AFCO, you know, and shit like that. Like, don't get me wrong, beautiful brands, you know, they have their product well taken care of and stuff like that, but it does take out from these little guys that are coming up into the sport. And I like to see that when these guys put their stuff in tackle shops, you know, like whether if it's going to a warehouse, tackle warehouse, or if it's going to fucking Bass Pro Shop, it's cool to sit there and go into these big corporations that really don't care anything about us. You know, they don't care if, like, you know, fucking what we're going on through life. They don't. Yeah, if you come back, they have no fucking cares about that. And that's what kind of sucks, is that they're only there for product. They're there for money.
Major corporations for the fishing industry is literally like a handful.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah,
very limited.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Those new ideas that these new guys are coming out with.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're new ideas or not, but like, it doesn't really, you know, they can't just go to these brands and tell them, hey, I want to do this. Like,
yeah,
they're gonna get shied away. So
yeah, exactly.
It only pushes people to do their own things so that they can make it happen.
And I think that's a big downfall on when it comes to big major companies. Like, I understand you guys are about money and stuff like that, and that's probably what you guys are only there for. But you guys got to remember, why did you start that business? Why did you come up with that whole business? Like, whether if it was fucking Abu Garcia, the fucking Johnny Morris, you know, like that shit's like, those are like fucking big time fishermen. Fucking slayed them, dude. Those are straight fucking big dogs in this industry when it came down to like largemouth and stuff like that. That's all it was freshwater, really. And I see a lot of these companies that are coming up, well, they're coming up for saltwater. Everything was so fresh, largemouth, you know, everything was like really produced. Like, if you go to your major Bass Pro shops and stuff like that, 90% of that stuff in there is for freshwater. Like, you can even go to the Bass Pro Shop right there in Irvine, and they have this little ass room that their selection is saltwater. It's so small. And it's like, you don't really have much of a saltwater selection when you come into these big ass industries. And I think I fuck with when people come up with their own shiz, that like they come up with the stuff for their surroundings. And our surroundings, I mean, as you can look at it, fucking, we're surrounded by water, and it's mainly salt water. So it's, I think it's cool. I think it's cool that, like, you know, guys are getting out there starting their new brands, whether if it's t-shirts, jigs, baits, hats, products for rods, you know, reel handles, making a whole fucking rod, you know. I think that's dope, because it gives you that little thought of like, why do I got to go and support a multi-million-dollar fucking company when I can sit there and support somebody in my backyard? That's what I figure out. And it's like, I'd rather do that. I'd rather rock the homies baits and stuff like that, like and go from there and feel for it. Like, you know, like right now I got Loss Prevention jig head on, and you know, he started out of a garage, and it's like, seeing that is like insane. And it's like, all right, now I'm over here fishing it, very good quality. Or even Night Owl jigs too, he fucking grinds his ass off, fucking makes baits inside of his garage too as well. And look at it, like, such beautiful fucking beautiful product that I'm willing to go and put my money down and fish for it. And it's like, oh, okay, but I can go to this big old corporation like fucking Bass Pro Shop or Turner's Tackle and shit like that, and buy these like brands that's been around for years. Which, don't get me wrong, I've always fished brands that have been around for years, like Big Hammer, like fucking one of those. Those are like the oldest fucking brand out there. I fish those things all the time, until I really got into the community and started seeing everybody coming up with their own brand. It was like, why do I have to go to Big Hammer? Why can't I try out, you know, let me go try out fucking somebody's fluke that they just made in their fucking backyard. Somebody's fluke or paddle tail that they just created, came out of some random ass piece of wood that they carved down, or they went and bought a mold, and the plastic they use, you know, it's like. And then you can even ask them, like, sometimes, like what's cool about these like upcoming companies is that they're not like stingy, and if you ask them for like a certain color and stuff like that, they're more than welcome to help with you, you know, work with it. Like, hey, well, I got one that works like this, da-da-da, you know, like Manifest, he'll do color collaborations, and I think that's fucking sick, because like in reality, like, we all have our preference. You're not really buying it off the shelf for a fish. You're buying it off the shelf for you. Like when you go to a tackle shop.
Everybody has different preferences.
Yeah.
Some people fish this, some people fish that.
Yeah, exactly.
They never touch those, and these guys will never touch those, but they're loyal to each and every one of
exactly.
them. Like, I only fish this color for this. I only fish this color for this. I don't want none.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, A-rigs, lead heads, fucking irons. Yes, yeah, exactly. Fashion.
What do you think that these major corporations can do differently? They're not going to see this video, but just to give your opinion.
That's actually a very good question of what these major companies can do differently. To tell you the truth, I really don't have the firm answer on that one. I think, just as in my own personal opinion, I think major companies can do different by, like, maybe instead of producing like 100 fucking reels and only like 60% of them are worth the money, but the other fucking 40% they blow out within the next month. That's bullshit. They should take more consideration on making them quality, you know, do QC, which would be quality control. I think that would benefit a lot of stuff out there. And that was like my big thing, is that when I first started coming up fishing, I shit you not, you can ask anybody I've ever fished with, and you can ask them, have you ever seen Lefty, or my name's Jimmy, but have you ever seen Jimmy with a fucking $100, $200, $500 setup? No, damn near no. You would see me with a $60 combo, fucking slaying it, doing it all, and I shit you not. You hear that? Yeah, I shit you not. Yeah, I would I shit you not, you know? Fucking Brooklyn, mate. But, dude, I fucking swear to God, that thing will last me way longer than, you know, a $300 reel that I'm gonna go and purchase. I can blow out the whole fucking drag system, and I'll still be pulling in on a fucking 60-pound or $60 worth. Like with the new Groms and stuff like that, I appreciate them coming out. You know, it shows that there is a passion out there for all of us, you know. But what I can say, what I like about it is that they go out there, they do support, they do want to launch, like, you know, like help launch out like other people's products and stuff like that, get their product out there and stuff. But what I don't like is that how they're like kind of like burning spots, or they destroy shit, or they feel like since they're under the age they can sit there and talk to like security guards, cops and stuff like that in like appropriate manner, like, or inappropriate manner. And I think that is like kind of where it kind of kills it for us people that been doing this for so many amount of years, you know, especially for like me or you know, we have our local spots, we cherish, we take care of it, we make sure everything's all right. But then it's like you get these little kids that come through and they want to destroy shit. They think it's funny, littering and stuff like that. Stuff like that is not all right, you know. But I do like to see that passion of them getting out there, whether if they're hopping on a skateboard, fucking going out with buddies and shit like that, you know, and getting out there and getting the grind, getting the feel for that next bite.
The e-bike kids.
Yeah. The e-bike kids, yeah, dude. Hey, you know what cracks me up? Yeah, I said that. I said, so there's this company called Donkey Schlonker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they make baits, but I noticed like a lot of them, like a lot of their like fishermen are groms, little groms. Yeah. And I thought it was funny because they constantly want they're reposting, not funny in like a bad way, but just funny because like they're like reposting their stories. But most of the time I see them, they got like helmets on, holding fucking fish, yeah. So yeah. So I told him, I was like, is that the new secret? Like, you know, is that like how you get the fucking fish? Is like with a fucking helmet, you know?
Yeah. So pretty much just getting the youth to, you know, respect.
Yeah, exactly.
Spots, and you know, if they tell you to leave, you know,
yeah,
property, just fucking take it as initiative
and leave. Yes, and I think if more people did that, and I mean, I know there are older cats that probably get into it with security guards and stuff like that, and I think it's more about like, because like the grounds probably feel like, well, you guys do it too, but it's not that we do it too. It's that we've been doing this for so long that now all of a sudden it's a problem for us to be there. And I think that's where they kind of get it confused is that like, yeah, you guys have been fishing this spot for like 3 months, but there are people that have been fishing this spot for fucking like 10 years, you know? And it's like, I want them to take initiative of just knowing that when they lash out on these people, you know, security guards, cops and stuff like that, it ruins it for the next fisherman to get out there. And it's like, you know, it's like this thing's supposed to be a community. We're all here together. We're all here for the same thing, a bite. You know, we all want to feel our line get tight. We want to feel that rod bend. We want to feel that fight. We want to catch our PB. Everybody wants that.
Oh, look at this fool. He's fucking got a fish in his mouth.
Oh, yeah, he does. What the fuck? Damn, it's so clear. I almost like wish I had like swim trunks to jump in.
Start diving.
I know. I talked to Johnny. He told me, he's like, I got a wetsuit for you. I was like, I'm down. I've never done it. And I don't want to be that one guy that I go and I do it. And it's like, fuck, like I don't want to die with this guy. You know, like fucking he's scared. You know.
It's a learning experience.
Yeah.
We'll go to like an easy spot.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can just get in, you know.
And just get the feel for it, type shit.
Feels wet.
Yeah, exactly.
See if you like it or not. Because I've taken a lot of people and they're like, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's not for everybody. Like,
No, most definitely. Yeah. But I do want to try it. I want to at least experience it once in my life, you know. Yeah, and just dive. And it's like, I mean, what the only craziest thing that I can get scared of is coming across something that's bigger than me in the water.
The scariest part of diving is shallow water blackouts.
Oh, where you can't see shit?
Where you lose your breath underwater and your brain blacks out.
Oh,
Underwater,
fuck that. Yeah, fuck that.
So that's the scariest part. But sharks and seals and all
Those
that.
are the least of the worries type shit?
Yeah. Getting caught on your belt when you're 30 feet down in kelp.
Yeah.
And you gotta fucking...
See, I can only fucking A, dude. That would fucking scare the shit out of me. It would like prevent me from wanting to try it again.
Yeah, you just gotta be so aware of your surroundings, respect the water.
Exactly, yeah.
You'll be alright.
But I do want to try it. He's hit me up talking about it, like, I'll fucking take you out. I got the gear for it, You can try it out, and then if you like it, then I'll start guiding you in a way to, like, you know, places where you want to buy the gear at and stuff like that. And I was like, sounds kind of fun to me.
Ocean ammo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I would for sure go through your guys' sponsor. Yeah, I would for sure do that. Some of those guns, how much do they run? Like about like 600, 800?
You can get a gun for 400, 300 bucks up to like 900 bucks.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
Dude, you go to any other spearfishing shop, those guns are like, I've seen guns for $8,000-$10,000, bro.
What
and
the
Paul's
fuck?
making the same exact guns.
Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. Fools are like, yeah, fucking, I'm over here shooting my spear gun. Cost me like fucking 10,000 bucks.
Yeah, they just charge that because they can, you know?
Yeah.
We talked about it. I'm gonna talk loud because we talked about it a little off camera, but these new people getting into fishing, these new groms, these marketing schemes that everybody's, you know, following and stuff, like buying the most expensive setup, buying the most expensive lead heads,
and
the
you
most expensive
don't need
swim
to.
baits. Where's your stance on that?
All right, so look, man, I understand you guys want to be out there and you guys want to support. Fully understand it. If you got it like that, by all means, go ahead, do it. You don't need to, though. I mean, I've fished from like a local tackle shop where, like, you know, you can get abundance of plastics for super cheap. You're spending like 10 bucks and you walk out with like 20 plastics. Spend like $8 and you're walking out with like fucking like 10 for like, or like, no, like 6 to 8, 10 jig heads. You know, basically what I'm getting to is that I don't think that you would need to go into such expensive stuff when you first start fishing. You don't need the best of the best to get the best of the best. You don't need to do any of that. To get the best is very impossible.
I think if the fish are biting, they're biting.
They're biting, yeah. And like you think like, oh, I got to go out here with this, I don't know, like top brand fucking no, like I'm not here to disrespect anybody's brand, but like, you know, like Guggen or all these crazy ass big brands that are out there, I don't think you need to go and put down your money on something like that just to pull in a fucking fish. In all due reality, if the fish are biting, they're gonna bite. So like me, I have this talk plenty of times before. I'm really against the scent. I don't use scent. I don't think scent is a thing. If I came here to cast out and I didn't get a bite, that was because I didn't do something right. Whether if I reeled in too fast, reeled in too slow, or just maybe the fish just were finicky. They didn't want it. I don't think that I got to go and buy an expensive brand and then on top of that, put some fucking smell on my shit just for my rod to get a bend. And like, I'm very big on that. And it's like, if it takes that moment for where I need to put some scent on it, then I think that I shouldn't, my fishing day's done. Like, you know,
need to move spots or get the fuck on.
Yeah, exactly. And I think just like long story short is just with the upcoming fishermen, you don't need the best of the best to get bit. You don't need the expensive stuff. You don't need to buy a $300 rod. You don't need to buy a fucking $300 reel. You don't need to go and buy a $20 swim bait. Like one time I was out freshwater fishing and some guy was so bummed that he got his $60 fucking glide bait stuck in the fucking thing. And I was so surprised that he was using a fucking $60 glide bait at a pond. Like, dude, if I gotta pay $60 for something like that, that thing better swim on its own and better catch a fish on its own. I shouldn't have to do no fucking work. But if like, you know, like, and I think that's where it kind of gets the whole game messed up, is that guys think like, oh, like, let me make a glide bait, let me sell it to you for $150. Well, does the fucking thing swim on its own? You know, like, I don't think I need to buy that to catch a fish. I can go and buy a fucking a glide bait from the homie that sells them for like $10, and I'll go and fucking catch a fish with that thing. Yeah. You know, it's like, and big shout out Bite Time, because he does do that. You know, he has fucking.
He makes them by hand.
Yeah. And and not a lot of people give him actually enough effort on that shit. And you know what? I tell you what, he does have some good quality stuff. Like actually, that's where I caught my first striper on, was a fucking Bite Time. Yeah.
I'll put the picture in.
Yeah. That's when I caught my first striper on, was the Bite Time. And I thought that was pretty dope because I actually initially went there for some bonitos.
That's great.
Yeah, I went there for bonitos. We were there like 3 days prior, and there was a big old bonito blowout, and I shit you not, fucking the homies were pulling them in. Boom, boom. I got skunked, dude. I didn't catch anything. I don't know what I was doing. I was struggling, dude. I mean, it all happens to the best of me. Yeah. Throwing the wrong thing. I pulled out the $60 lure when I just needed a 10. Yeah. So, you know, it just shows that it's like, you know, like something so small can catch the fish of your life, you know?
I think good on them. Like, good on you to these major corporations, kind of, in a way.
Oh yeah,
yeah. The situation of seeing all these new fishermen coming in and a lot of fishermen retiring, and you know, selling something for fucking. If we could all do it, we would all be doing it.
Oh yes, you know? Of course.
Like if you can sell a bait for however much money, you know, we would all be there fucking doing the same exact thing.
Exactly.
So good on them, but like they still have stuff that's cheaper on the cheaper side, you know. But
yeah, on the cheaper part.
Their marketing scheme is all the expensive shit.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
So we're not bashing anybody or anything.
No. I would never bash.
We're just getting input from
like, look,
a different source.
I said Daiwa. I even put Daiwa in the thing, and I got a Daiwa now. And that would be a big shout out to my buddy Slack Tide. He's actually the one that actually got me into getting one of these. I got me a new rod. It was the Waterman's, the bait slinger combo. It was actually one of my first rods, buying expensive. My first one was the iRod. It was the Kayamana, the 803, and that thing was like a $200 setup or a $200 rod, and that was my first expensive rod. And then I didn't really fish it as much. Nothing against iRod. They have beautiful fucking rods and shit like that. It wasn't what I was used to, you know. Like I said, I always fished, you know, $60 rods and stuff like that. And my second one was bait slinger, and my buddy was like, hey man, you need to put a good fucking reel on it. You need to sew this thing up perfect. And what I did is I went to Daiwa, but I'm not gonna lie, my release, it doesn't click in all the way. See, and it kind of fucking sucks. It's like you're spending $300, $200 on one of these reels, and for something like that to come down, that's where it comes down to that they make 100% of their fucking reels and rods or whatever, but only 60% or 40% of them are actually durable, actually really work, you know. And that's what I was always scared of. Like I can sit there and rock with a $50 setup and I'll be fine.
Going on a charter for tuna and not getting any tuna.
Yeah, and you're paying, you know, thousands sometimes, you know, like
with something that's made in a factory, you should, you know,
you should have more more QC, you know, more quality control. It's made in a factory, you know. People, I'm not saying anything about it. I still use it, you know, so it's nothing bad. But like I said, like, and then when it comes down to like small brands, the Stealth Stick, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not juicing it up. I'm not like sitting here yanking on the guy's chain, but it's been a long time since I've held a rod in my hand and it felt comfortable. And I would say that with this. And for that being said, is that this is somebody that's coming up out of nowhere, and he's actually producing high quality stuff, you know. And that's the same thing like Waterman. Big shout out to Grant. Came up out of nowhere, out of his garage, and he produces high quality stuff. And you got to appreciate people like that, because you can go to fucking Turner's, Big Five, Bass Pro outlet, and they're producing all these big name brand rods, go for the same damn price, but they're made in fucking big ass warehouses where not everything's up to QC. And that's the big thing, is the QC, it's the quality control. Is it gonna last long? Is it gonna fucking snap like the first fucking run?
I've heard stories of a lot of people that have, like, you know, tagged big name corporations thinking that they're gonna get something back for free.
Yeah,
you know,
no.
It was what's that word? It was a faulty, you know.
Oh yeah.
It was something faulty, and like, you know.
That was like with my 13. That's why I stopped fishing 13.
Yeah, it happened. Oh yeah. 13.
Yeah. And they came out. Yeah, it was the reel. Yeah. It was the reel for me too. I bought it, and not even a month into when I bought it, the whole drag system blew out. When I opened up to free spool, it wouldn't click in back to free spool. I would have had the manual in.
Yeah, I washed my.
Yeah.
Anybody
You know.
in the comments is like, well, are you guys even fucking taking care of yours? Like,
exactly. You know, you're spending $200, $300 for a damn reel. You're gonna take care. You're gonna hold it with pride. You know, and it just kind of sucks when stuff like that happens, and that's why it always falls into like. With these upcoming fishermen, you don't have to go big, because don't be broken, don't be devastated when I spent fucking $300 on this and it fucking broke. Like, dude, I don't even want to fish no more. I don't even want to do any of that. Like, dude,
it's all part of the game.
Yeah. It's all part of the game. Yeah.
You're gonna continuously spend money if you continue fishing.
Yeah, and you're gonna find your It might not be for you.
It might not be for you.
Yeah. Fucking beautiful. Oh fuck yeah, dude. Look at this. Just a one. I don't care how small it is. Just one, dude. Yeah. Yeah. It's a real grind. Watch right here. Imagine. Oh, ripper. Yeah. Drag just get those Florida boys out there and stuff like that, but their grind is a lot more different, you know. Like they can literally toss in damn near anything in the water and their thing's getting smoked by a fucking like GT, a fucking 20-pound
snook.
Yeah, snook, yeah, fucking tarpon, like, you know. And it's like it really shows how much we grind down here in Southern California.
Yeah.
And it's like that's like what I like about it. It's like don't get me wrong, if I was blessed to be out there in fucking Florida, fuck yeah, dude, you know, like just anything you throw out in the water and it's just getting ripped, like fucking by 10-pound 10-pound fucking peacock bass, like what? That is insane, you know. But it's like it shows us, and this is what we initiate, this is what we appreciate, you know. It's like, you know, it's like, no offense guys, you know, you Florida guys out there, you know, you guys got a killer water set up. I mean, obviously you would call it jealousy because it could be some type of jealousy, but it shows you from down here, this is really what it's like, you know? We went from a beautiful coastline, 8 hours, 10 hours, and no landing fish, you know? And it's like, you went from such beautiful water, the fucking water temperature was nice, it wasn't cold. The current wasn't even strong up there, so it just really shows that like basically like the fish were just not really having it. And I think that's kind of what you got to appreciate, you know. And you know, it's always for another day, and that's why we cherish our moments, and we hope for another day to get back out there and get the lines wet. Guys, sorry I couldn't give you guys a fish today or even show you guys something, you know, but we did have a lot of talks, a lot of good times, you know, catching up and just getting all around, you know, visual and everything. But again, guys, stay tuned. Just please lock in with us. We're not sitting here trying to waste anybody's time. We just want to show you the ins and outs of how it is down here in SoCal. But again, guys, thank you. I appreciate you guys.